Well, greetings everyone and welcome to another video. This video has me up here in Hamburg, Pennsylvania again, and I am revisiting a spot that I was at probably back in late February or early March. I am on the at the trailhead here for the John Bartram Trail off of Kearns Dam Road, and I am going to attempt to go out and pick up where my last video left off on the Schuylkill River Trail, the John Bartram Trail, out at the Stony Creek Access parking lot. That's where my previous video where I turned around and headed back here. So this time I'm going to make an attempt to go all the way out to the bridge that was reconstructed or repurposed for the river trail and back. So most of this is going to look familiar to you, and it's going to look a lot different now because there are leaves on the trees and everything is green. So let's get mounted on the scooter and head on down the trail. And we are off. So I am not going to talk too much about what's all along here and everything, because it was all covered in my previous video. So just sit back and enjoy the ride till we get out to our destination. Gorgeous day to be out on the scooter. This is actually the Sunday before the 4th of July. It's July 2nd. So they're calling for storms this afternoon, but it is a little humid out here. But it's a good day to be out on the trail riding the scooter. And I'm also glad that I came up here when everything was dead earlier this year and got to find some of the stuff along here, geocaches and remains of the railroad, because trying to look for it now, you won't be able to find it with everything grown in. Just love the smells this time of the year going through the woods here. It rained last night a little bit, so everything's got that nice fresh wet smell to it, I guess you could say. And then some of the stuff that's blooming right now. Smelling some honeysuckle, I think, along here. Definitely a little warmer than when I was up here earlier this year. I think I was dressed rather warm that day. Had my winter jacket on and gloves and everything, and there was also a breeze blowing too. Actually, I shouldn't say a breeze, it was wind. With 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts and cold. So a lot nicer this time. So before I came here to the Bartram Trailhead there, I was actually driving around trying to figure out how to get to the Stony Creek trail access there, and I don't think you can get to it anymore, because I drove around some of those back roads, and the roads that I thought would take me to it were just lanes that went to dead ends and everything. And maybe the road that did go into it, the bridge is washed out or no longer safe for vehicles to go over. So I don't know, I'll have to do some research and see if anybody online can give me some directions on how to get to that access point, if it is accessible yet. Passing under Route 61. Passing by the Reading and Northern shops and offices, although you probably can't see it that good now with everything, with all the leaves on the trees. 2102 is back in service. In fact, this weekend, at least yesterday, I know for sure they were doing Iron Horse Rambles again, which is what used to be done years ago by Reading Company. But don't know exactly where they were doing them to and from, if it was from here or outer station up to Jim Thorpe or Tamaqua or where, but 2102 is up and running again after it was down for its so many hour inspection or something like that. Just passed by where the Appalachian Trail comes down off the mountain, crosses over the trail and goes down through Reading and Northern's yard there. I covered that in my last video. But we're getting away from the noise of Route 61 and heading out into what I call no man's land, where there is no noise. The only thing you'll hear is the sound of nature, and of course the noise coming from the scooter. Not too many people out on the trail this weekend. With the amount of cars that was in the parking lot there, I thought there'd be more people out here, but doesn't seem like it. Of course, a lot of people were probably down at the shore, with it being the holiday weekend. And there's something that's going to have to get taken care of. Tree laying across, I shouldn't say laying across, but almost across the trail. And we're coming up on the Stony Creek access lot. I don't see any vehicles there. I try and figure out how you get to that lot. If anybody knows, leave it in the comments, please. I'd like to know how you get to that lot. So this is all new territory now, from here on down to where the bridge is, which is maybe a mile or so, I'd say. Five miles from the parking lot. So there are more geocaches along here, from here out to the bridge. Maybe I'll stop and look for them on the way back. My main goal today is to get out here to the bridge and check it out. And it looks like I am at the bridge. So we'll go across here and get some pictures of it and show you the other bridge that's here. But this looks a lot different than the pictures that I saw a couple years ago. So this was an old wooden trestle that was repurposed. And this is the end of the line. So we're going to check out some of the construction that's going on here, what they're up to. And the mile marker that is there on the bridge is mile marker 6. So we are 6 miles from the parking lot. Not a bad ride. There you can see the map, and I'll get a picture of it and insert it in here. That way you can see what they're continuing to do to continue this trail on through up here. So I'm looking at this map, and as I was driving around trying to get to the Stony Creek trail access trailhead there, I was actually up in Auburn at the bridge up there checking that trailhead out, and it's only 1.5 miles from here to there. So it'll be nice once this section's completed. So there you can see through the fence that's up here, the construction that's going on to the left there to continue this trail on. So I don't know if there's going to be some kind of ramp here going down. It would have been nice if they would have continued that trail across the other trestle bridge there and continued on, but the property owners did not want the trail going through their backyard. So that is why they are doing some other stuff here to continue this trail on. It's a shame because it would be real neat to ride through that trestle. And then the rail line that you see down there, that's Reading and Northern's line. In fact, when you see some commercials of them, for them, you've probably seen some shots of this bridge here already. Especially if you watch Channel 69 News and watch the Berks County Time train. When they show parts of the train on there, this is where it was shot here at this trestle. So this is mid-span on the bridge, which is crossing over the Schuylkill River. And I'll try and zoom in there for you, but got some kayakers or people in canoes up there floating down the river. Looks like they're having some fun with water guns too. Definitely a good day to be doing that. I can't wait to get my kayak, which probably won't be until next year. And then on the other side of the bridge is what they call the chutes, which is exactly what they are, little chutes going there that the way the bridge was designed. And then looking down, there you can see the cement pillars for the for this bridge here. Can't get underneath it or anything to give you a shot of what it looks like underneath. But this is really nice. It is well worth the ride. If you're looking for a trail to ride, and it's a nice ride either on an electric bike or running, walking, whatever, this is definitely nice. 6 miles from the Bartram Trailhead in Hamburg out to here. Now that I'm standing here looking at this, it looks like that there, and going through there, that looks like those are what looks like scaffolding is actually supports for a bridge. So it looks like they're going to be building a bridge here that's the trail's going to go over to this side, go across, and then make like a ramp and continue on up there. All right, so we are off once again. Can't wait until that construction on that on the trail's finished there. But tried looking for the geocache that was at that bridge. Nope, couldn't find it. I see something up ahead here. And it's not a branch. Do you see it yet? That is a black snake going across there. I don't know if the camera picked it up or not. Going up into the weeds. There's another geocache in this area, but I'm not going to look for it right now with everything grown in. Might come back here again in the fall and look for those geocaches, some more of the ones I didn't find. But not looking for them now because I am in rattlesnake country up here too. I don't need to be running into one of them. I made a stop back there at Stony Creek because there was a geocache there and I managed to find that one. So there is a vehicle there in the parking lot of the Stony Creek access, so you can get access to it, but I'd like to know how. are back in the parking area. But this isn't the end. While we're here, I'm going to go down into Hamburg here and check out something that's close by. Alright, so we took a short drive down from the John Bartram Trailhead and came down to this area because this is something I wanted to check out, and Jay and RJ were here and rode this with the bikes. But there's another bridge here that was repurposed, and this is the old Pensy Bridge that went across the Schuylkill River here in Hamburg. So there's two trails here. The trail that you see straight ahead there goes up on one side of the river. I don't know if I'm going to have time to check that out today or not, but I definitely wanted to come here and check this bridge out. So essentially, this bridge connects, or I should say this trail here goes up to the John Bartram Trail, but however, there is construction on the bridge on I-78, so you cannot gain access to John Bartram Trail from here during the week when construction is going on. So that's why I decided to come here on the weekend and check this out. So this is the old Pensy Rail Bridge, which is the exact footprint of the Pennsylvania Railroad. And if the railroad would be here today, it would be running right through that building. So this building, this was built obviously after the railroad was abandoned. Sometime after the 1960s, I believe, was when they abandoned the railroad. So this was built after that. But we're going to walk over here and walk across the bridge, check things out, and go up to the construction site where I was at with one of my previous videos, again from up here. So just walking along across the bridge here, you can see over there on this side, this is where they had the decking for the bridge at one time if you needed to get across the bridge or get off the train or whatever you needed to get across this bridge for. There they had the decking along the side there. Looking over the side there and out there at the support pillars here for the bridge. Typical Pennsylvania Railroad design. They use the red sandstone again, which is what they got from the canal, the Schuylkill Canal, once they destroyed it. So coming down here, and I'm trying to figure out where the alignment would have been with the railroad, because this drops off here. So I'm guessing that across the street over there, you can see it, is the railroad bed, and there would have been a bridge going across here right where this building is. So this is where I came down from the Bartram parking area up there down to here, and it's directing me up that way. So you have to actually walk out on the road to get up there, but there is another path that's here, and we're going to follow that. We're going to turn around and head back, and we're going to take that other path, and that should take us up under that bridge. You can pause the video if you want to read that, but basically the bridge restoration is dedicated to that person right there. So you do have to venture onto the street, and the river trail shares the road for a little bit till you get up to the John Bartram parking area. But I am going to go down here and take this trail and explore it for a little bit to see if I can find any footprints of the Schuylkill Canal, because I am real close to it. Don't know if I'm going to find anything this time of the year, but I'm here. It's worth a shot. There's a shot of the side of the bridge and the steel girders and the stonework that's here. Here you can see that red sandstone. So the sign that was up there says rail service on the line was terminated around 1977 or 78 after Conrail took over, because Conrail bought up, or I shouldn't say bought up, but you know, Conrail took over all the rail lines here, and the Pennsylvania Railroad and the New York Central Railroad were merged at one point to form the Penn Central Railroad, and then Conrail took that over. So they say it was 77 or 78 when freight service was terminated on that line there, but I think it might have been sooner than that. I think it was, the line was abandoned sometime in the mid to the late 1960s. From where that sign was there showing the dam, and I'm not sure if that was the old Kernsville Dam or if that was the one here where the canal came out into the river, because just looking here at this area, it's got the signature of what could have been a canal. So this might have been where it was at one time. Now there's just a little stream running through here. You can see all the work that's going on here, rehabilitating this bridge of I-78 going across the river. So yeah, during the week you can't access the trail when construction's going on, but on the weekends it's open. River, my previous video, which if it didn't pop up in the corner of the screen, it will now. That's where I was at over there when I was checking out the Silton Basin over there and found that weir. Can't see it now because everything's green and grown, but it's just through the woods over there. Just a short walk up from that bridge, came up the trail, and lo and behold, there it is. There is the canal, what's left of it. So there is no doubt in my mind now that that little stream there was where the canal came out, went into the river, and there was most likely that dam was there that you saw in that picture for Bicentennial Memorial Park or whatever. But I'll continue on a little ways up here, see if I can find anything more interesting, but it's getting darker out, sky's getting darker, got some weather coming in here, so may not be venturing too much further, but would like to see if I could find anything else yet. All right, so that is going to wrap it up for this video. Wanted to continue on more, but I have a little bit, probably another half mile to 3/4 of a mile left to go up to where the one lock was and everything. So that's not going to happen today because I just heard a loud clap of thunder in the distance. So there is a storm coming, so I am going to hightail it out of here because I may have about a half mile walk back to the vehicle and everything. So hopefully you enjoyed this video of revisiting the John Bartram Trail, riding out there to just about Audubon to the train trestle and back, and then this little section here, which I'm actually glad that I found the canal over here. And it looks like there's some turtles over there too on the log that's out there. Always see those kind of turtles along either here or along the Union Canal and everything, but at least I got to find the canal, and remnants of it is still here. So if you did like the video, please give it the thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button down there, and you can also ring the bell and be notified when I upload new content to YouTube. And again, thank you to all the new subscribers recently who found the channel, and everyone that follows me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Yes, I am still climbing with numbers on TikTok. I think I'm up to just about 1,150 followers on there. So thank you to everybody over there on TikTok that comes over here too to check out these full-length videos and everything. So until next time, it's have a ball and do it all. We'll see you soon.